Harbaugh now heads to the Los Angeles Chargers.
He wins everywhere. He wins, period.
Justin Herbert, he's a crown jewel.
Well, you guys better enjoy this.
Quick snap, Herbert to throw. Has a man, touchdown!
The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin.
Herbert on the move and throws and touchdown.
I was just trying to show off.
We're going to be known as world champions. And we're gonna do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than that?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Playoffs!
Oh,
folks!
That was good.
Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wolldog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Hagen-Duggan.
Oh, my God. This week got serious all of a sudden. I woke up this morning like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget Kyle, the coach, Duggan.
Yeah, playoffs is a whole different ball game, dude. There's no next week. This is when they say we take it 1 week at a time. I don't believe them. This is when you actually take it 1 week at a time.
Yeah.
This is where it's all for reals. This is all strictly
It's like
business. Folks.
I'm like ready to like watch Texan film to prepare. I mean, normally it's just like, oh yeah, I look at their stats and it's like, oh yeah, they're pretty good at running the ball. Now I want to go watch like 3 games and just memorize players and see where we can attack. And even though I can't do anything about it, but that's what playoff week is. Like my fandom steps up, just like hopefully the players' energy and coaches' attention to detail and all of that steps up too.
Yeah. I'm sure it will. If anybody's attention to detail is going to step up, it's going to be our coaching staff for sure. It is Victory Monday, folks. We got to rock our victory
you guys didn't
shirts.
tell me we were doing it.
Well,
We weren't
it's
planning
Monday
on it.
and
It
it's
just
victory.
kind of happened. We didn't have a meeting without you, I promise.
That's BS. One of you had it on, and then the other one put it on before I came on the camera.
No. We just...
Here,
You're
if
lying.
it makes you feel any better, I'll put this on.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh, that's
Kind of
nice.
freezing balls.
Look at that wardrobe change mid-show.
Yeah, you guys gotta let this fan base know what the weather is like, and because we may be there in 2 weeks for a playoff game.
It's very possible.
Very cold here.
It is 9. Utah, give me 9.
And Kev was saying it's supposed to be like -3 overnight tonight.
7 a.m. tomorrow, it'll be -2.
That's disgusting. You guys, your pipes are gonna burst and stuff.
Got to drip your faucets, baby.
It's Fresco.
Keep them
I
dripped.
didn't even know that was a thing.
Yep. Keep them dripping and they won't blow up.
Jeez.
That's all you got to do. But
That's
back to football. Yeah, this is it's a wild time, folks. Half of the league is done. They ain't playing no more
Sayonara. Raiders gone.
Raiders
Later.
The only team in the AFC West not still playing football. Enjoy your
funny.
offseason.
That's so funny. That's
It
so
is.
funny to me.
And it's even made better that was the last team that we played. We swept them 34-20. Just an absolute dominating game. All thanks to, I mean, everybody did that, but it was that momentum change of Deion Henley getting that interception right before the half.
Yeah.
And to know that we were going to start the second half with the ball as well. It was just like, this is perfect. What else could we want in a final game against the Raiders, man?
And Herbo just going absolutely batshit crazy
Out of his
on the football
mind.
field.
And
You have a Mod Podge O-line, no Rashawn Slater. Trey Pipkins goes down, which you might argue helped, but nevertheless, you didn't have your line at 100%.
Yeah.
You're down Josh Palmer, one of your better receivers, and you go 28 of 36 for 350 yards and 2 tutties. He's locked in.
He went back to 2020 when he had like Sam Tevy and like all these.
Like, I got to make
guys
decisions
that are like,
fast. Yeah.
Oh shit, this is coming quick, and then he locked in, and then he went 2020 Herbo.
Yeah, dude, 2 TDs. He only threw 3 interceptions all season.
Crazy.
What an absolute maniac. Just locked in. And like you mentioned, Kyle, that this last game, that time of possession, 38-58 to 21-02.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Crazy, dude. We almost had the ball twice as much as them.
Wow. That is
felt
very
like it.
impressive.
It's whenever we have the ball on offense, I get like loose. It's like easy.
Yeah.
Like we're having a good
Anything
time.
could
We're hanging
happen.
Out.
Yeah.
Like, well, I had 38.
The world is
58
ours.
seconds of good times on this last game. You know, it was great.
It was a very impressive game for sure. And I mean, looking at all sides of this, the rushing, J.K. Dobbins, so good to have him back. 18 carries for 63 yards. Justin Herbert, though, second on the rushing leader with that huge run there. And that was quite impressive. And then Hassan Haskins and even Darius Davis, they tried to do that one little sweep play. But, 473 total yards for the offense, 26 first downs, my God. And just 137 rushing yards. And then on the receiving side, Quentin Johnston, God, yet again, I just have to congratulate the guy for just coming. He's peaking, guys.
Wait, by the way, remember the stat line that was dropped in last week's Ask Boltfam? Because it was
Andrew Ramsey.
Andrew Ramsey, yeah. Remember, because we did projections. I want to say he's probably close to that projection now because he needed his catch percentage to go up a little bit, and he got 13 of 14 balls. I don't know if they gave him a drop for the one he didn't catch, and he had 186 yards. I feel like he had to have been close.
So QJ had 525. Andrew was asking for 700, so he didn't quite hit 700, but he definitely got close.
Dude, wait, 525?
5 plus 186.
That's a 700.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
He hit 700.
Exactly
and that if his catch rate went up, he hit the projected stat line.
Drop,
wow,
so.
Andrew. Nostradamus.
Andrew
Ramsey. Andrew.
Well, no, Andrew posed that question with Lad McConkey's going to be better. What's more likely, Lad having this crazy season or Quentin doing better?
Yeah.
And Quentin may have
they both
fed
had
you a little
good seasons.
They both had great seasons, but QJ, what a freaking turnaround season this year has been. Give him a little bit of a coaching staff and some confidence, and it's been huge.
Yeah.
I'm curious if this wasn't part of the plan, is to like the offensive play calling. What they were doing is like, hey, we're just going to feed Q. We're just going to get him going because he needs that confidence going into the playoffs, because we need him in the playoffs. He absolutely needs to be clutch. So it feels like our staff's it's pretty smart. And I feel like
it's pretty smart.
When you get 13 targets, when you get targeted 13 times and you get 186 yards and that one catch, dude, I watched it maybe 20 times today. The one-handed that he pulled it in, like diving, like, man, like he's on cloud 9 right now. And I hope he can bring that on Saturday.
Yeah. You bring that same energy, buddy, because we are absolutely going to need it going up against the Texans. But I mean, Lad McConkey almost hitting another hundo there. And good job, DJ Chark getting a touchdown right before the bell.
He was so excited too to see an NFL vet that excited to score a touchdown. He's been having a tough year. Like,
he's just been sitting around,
want to go out there and play,
twiddling his thumbs, waiting for the opportunity. And hey, man, he made the most of it in that game for sure.
Attaboy.
Because that was the only reception. He just had the one catch for the touchdown. That was it. That's all he needed to do. Put some points on the board. Threat. Yeah, love that. And the defense, man, just got to sing their praises yet again because they are the number one scoring defense. As we were reminded, the Chargers finished with the number one scoring defense for the first time in franchise history.
Crazy. In
franchise history. That's even going back to like the year that they were like the number one defense. And hey, we got cats everywhere coming out of the woodwork. Can't even believe that the Chargers had the number one scoring defense. They just allowed 20 points to the Raiders, bringing their season total to 301 points allowed, good for 17.7 points per game. And the Eagles finished second with 303. So, hey, just barely made it, but freaking barely made it.
The stupid black cat. What are you trying to do?
Some love.
But yeah. I was kind of hoping we'd keep up like the season total under 300 points.
That would have been.
We had that going into that garbage touchdown by the Raiders at the end of the game.
Right.
That cost us from keeping it under 300 would have been cool. But
clean.
Yeah, dude, are you kidding me? We've been begging for just a middle of the pack defense. We've been like, come on, just give Justin some help. Give him a top 15 defense, and who knows what could happen. And now we have the number one. And I still don't understand how it changed so dramatically. I mean, Brandon Staley must have just had his head straight up his butt because
straight up the old butthole,
just like this cat's tail right in my face. But yeah, it's just like it's not as if our talent got dramatically better in anywhere. Like we had a couple of fifth round rookies that were giant contributors at the corner position. So we had studs last year too, and we were dog doo-doo. So I mean, that the only thing you can say is that it's coaching. It was the scheme, getting the guys in the right positions, and everyone knew where they had to be, and they bought in, and they were a team. And last year, they clearly just had kind of given up on everything that was going on.
Right. Yeah, no, it is amazing just the transformation to go from like, what were they, like 25th, 29th defense in the league last year
it was bottom. It was bottom.
To be the number one scoring defense it's insane. Without you can't say like, oh, well, they're obviously their first overall pick was an edge rusher and he got all these sacks or a shutdown corner or something like that. It's like, no, dude, like
we just got offense to start the draft.
Yeah, we just got the right guys and the right coaching staff that coached them up and got them where they needed to be. And it's extremely impressive. And Jesse Minter deserves all the praise. And please don't go anywhere,
not too much though. Not too much praise. Just
enough.
These head coaching vacancies are not good this year. Just hang on one more year.
Coach at all those places.
They're
nothing good.
Garbage. Looking over at Doug Lawson, who tweeted out that Justin Herbert finished with just 3 interceptions in 2024, the second fewest in a season in NFL history with over 500 attempts. And that's only behind Aaron Rodgers, who only threw for 2 back in 2018.
Yeah, and he was doing ayahuasca and stuff, so it doesn't count.
He was
on drugs. Yeah.
Drugs.
Let's see. CBS Sports PR tweeting out Nickelodeon and CBS Sports set for Nickelodeon's NFL wildcard game live from Bikini Bottom. Hey, you didn't know that? When the Chargers face the Houston Texans. So, hey, if you got kids.
I love because they list at the bottom who the announcers are. You got Nate Burleson,
Perfect.
SpongeBob SquarePants,
yes,
Patrick Starr, Dylan Schefter, and Dora. I'm guessing from the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer.
I'm guessing.
Hola. Can you say first down? Yeah, that's going to be fun to watch for sure. I've seen some clips of some of the Nickelodeon broadcasts, but
I'll turn it on for my kids.
For sure.
Yeah, in another room. Yeah.
But yeah, I won't be watching the Nickelodeon version just because it's pretty serious business.
Yes, Kevin will be watching the Iron Eagle, Charles Davis, Evan Washburn, strictly business here Saturday.
I think what I'm gonna do for this game, I'm gonna find a way to sync up the Matt Money, Daniel Jeremiah call with the broadcast.
You gotta try.
I feel like that's good luck. Like something there is gonna be good.
You can figure it out.
Oh, I'm figuring it out. Get ready.
Okay.
Get ready.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, the Chargers and Texans first playoff game going into this weekend. So you've got them, then you got the Steelers and the Ravens on Saturday, Sunday, Broncos and the Bills, Packers and the Eagles, Commanders and the Bucks, and then it ended up being Minnesota that played against the Rams. Boy, did you watch any of that Minnesota-Detroit game, Kyle?
Yeah, well, the first half was good. It was defensive battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the second half, the Lions just absolutely stuck it to them. Yeah. They could do anything they wanted. Jamar Gibbs scored 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It was quite the performance for Detroit to fight for that number 1 seed. That was a great game to finish the regular season.
I was 5th seed smiling through that whole thing.
Oh yeah. Like best of the wild cards right here. Baby. Yeah.
Those two teams are fighting to not get the 5 seed, and we're just like the 5 seed is the best.
Tastes so good.
We made it. Yeah.
Well, folks, just before we started to record this episode, breaking news dropped. And that was that the Chargers are signing Ezekiel Elliott to the practice squad. Sources confirmed to ESPN. We've seen it from Rappaport and everybody else. He was released by the Dallas Cowboys on New Year's Eve to give him a chance to join a playoff team. And this year he's played for 15 games for the Cowboys, rushed 74 times for 226 yards, 3.1 yards a carry, and 3 tutties. Nothing amazing, but
Ortiz is he can't stop cooking. Like, he's just always cooking. He's not resting on any laurels. He's trying to make us better 5 days before we have our first playoff game under his new regime. So
this
feels weird. It feels like I'm I'm excited for it, but it also feels weird because this doesn't happen for us ever.
Yeah, this feels like a Chiefs signing, like that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're going to have a long push here. We got 4 more games. We need to make sure we have the depth in place to really make a push at this thing. This is something that, and the kind of Ezekiel type guy, now he's not had an incredible season, but that he's a giant name. Like he carries some weight, and he goes, I want to go play for the Chargers. That's a difference. That's not normally these kind of guys are like, yeah, just get me on the practice squad with the Chiefs. I'll take the minimum, just how much I want to be on the team, see if I can contribute.
Gordon?
Yeah, well, Melvin. Yeah,
remember that
don't
year?
say that.
He won a Super Bowl and he didn't play
I know, but
snap.
That makes this not feel as exciting.
No, but he didn't do that. He came to us. He didn't go to the Chiefs and just sat on the practice squad and got a practice squad Super Bowl ring, which I imagine is smaller than the regular one.
Oh yeah, it's like a pinky ring.
Yeah, it's made of plastic, probably.
Yeah,
it has a little whistle on it.
Yeah, so there's a whistle Super Bowl,
a rape whistle.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, it's every fan now is looking at this, going like, well, does that mean there's something wrong with Gus Edwards? Is he not recovering as quickly as we hope for it to be? And he might still be. This just might be a break the glass in case of emergency type.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just signing the practice squad. Still has to pass the physical as well. So if he doesn't pass that physical, none of this is going to come to fruition. But it is certainly looking like we could at least have somebody in the wings waiting.
Right. Well,
step up to the occasion.
You hope that it's 4 more weeks of football, and anything could happen in 4 weeks. You could have an injury that you don't even know about yet that pops up, and having a guy like this that's just there in the waiting, it's huge. And Zeke, he doesn't have that like top end burst, break off an 80-yard run type of guy anymore. But vets in the league, they know how to pick up pass pro. Like they know how to block, they know how to protect the quarterback, they know where they need to get to leak out and kind of be that safety valve. So he's going to do all the heady stuff right. It's not going to be flashy, crazy, giant runs, but he'll get the nasty yards and he'll pick up pass pro quick. So I think it's a good sign. It's something I'm like writing home about, but I think it's a big move for the Chargers.
Absolutely.
And we got stopped at the goal line 3 consecutive times, so maybe that has something to do with this. He's a good goal line back. He's a big guy, so
sure,
it could be good.
He's been eaten.
And I think it's interesting too because everyone says you need defense and a running game to go deep into the playoffs, so they're just bolstering the running aspect of it.
Yep.
And
already got the defense on lock. I don't know if you heard the number 1 scoring defense in the NFL.
That's already set for success, but yeah.
Let's look at some quotes here. We've got Alohi on beating the Raiders after losing to them last year. Said, "Hell yeah. I wanted to score 50 on them. They're lucky they took us out. For those who were there, they remember what that felt like. I did, and that never left my stomach until now."
They're lucky they took us out. You got benched. We were beating you so bad.
Yeah. Got lucky. Ooh. If there were 4 more quarters, forget it.
Yeah, they would have been under 300 on the points for sure.
Yeah. And then on beating the Raiders after last year's big loss, it's layers to this locker room for me, Henley said. Deion Henley. Not only did we have a terrible showing that game, I wasn't even a part of it. All that always stuck with me. I wasn't even trusted to be on that field, and now I get to be on that field. That's a whole nother light to it right now.
Shots fired.
Whoa.
That's shots fired.
I wasn't even
take that
trusted.
Staley. Right.
Yeah, that's shots fired. That's not I was hurt and so I couldn't play, which is what everyone was saying after the season, that he had a lingering injury. This is they just didn't trust me to put me on the football field. And he's a pro. He wasn't elected to the Pro Bowl, but he's a Pro Bowl linebacker.
Yeah. That's insane that they didn't trust him.
And the fact that he
so
said this,
crazy.
we've been asking players all year long about that game and if it has any effect going into this season and what they want to do. And no one said shit until they just beat the crap out of them. And now they're like, all right, let's come clean. This is how I really feel about it.
Yeah, seriously.
And then Harbaugh and Justin's performance against the Raiders said, I'm not going to say unbelievable because I believe it and because I see it every day. But there were throws that he was making that were 15-yard throws, 30-yard throws, 45-yard throws that were like handoffs. They were right where you would put it if you were handing the ball off on a running play. Just an incredible game by him.
It really was. I'll see it when I believe it.
I now have the picture on my phone of when he basically complimented him during his speech, and it's just
locker room speech.
Yeah, it's just him standing there like. It's the best picture I've ever seen.
It's so good.
Yeah.
No, he did. They were just lasers, dots everywhere. I mean, the one that was such a heartbreaker to the Darius Davis touchdown, where like he caught it and ran into the hallway there. And it was called back because of the
Trey.
Yeah,
I know, but it was still an amazing pass by Herbert.
He's tired of hearing me bitch about Trey Pipkins.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Herbert, on playing in the postseason, said, "I think it's always an exciting opportunity to play in the playoffs. That's all you want. You want a ticket to the dance." The guys have been excited about that. We knew we punched our card a couple of weeks ago, but it's a great opportunity. It's all the hard work we put through OTAs and through camp. We're now in this position, so we have to make the most of it and take advantage of it.
Go get him, big dog.
I mean, you think about them finally confessing like the sour taste in their mouth from the Raiders last year. Mm-hmm. Well, that playoff game a couple years ago that's still there too.
Oh yeah,
like that hasn't gone away. You know that's in the back of everyone in that locker room's mind. Joey Bosa has to be pissed off for the way that he acted in that game and how much he cost us with that personal foul penalty of spiking his helmet. Yep. And Justin Herbert didn't have a great second half. Like he did not make enough throws to be able to get going.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there were some bad play calls and there was other things that contributed to us not winning that game, like our defense just disappearing in the second half.
Right.
But that's there. Like they're not going to say it. They're not going to talk about the playoffs from 3 years ago, but it's there for sure. There's an extra little, everyone's assuming the Texans will get the job done. I don't think anyone's going into this light at all.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to stop myself because last time this happened, we played there was some confidence.
Jags.
We were excited. Yeah. There was confidence. Yeah. There was like, we're going to take this and we'll go to the next week. I'm not doing that at all this time around.
Yeah.
Like, let's just win this freaking game and then we'll talk about it after.
No kilts, Adam.
No kilts.
You blew it. You didn't bring out the kilt on Sunday, so now we can't do it.
It's still tainted.
Burn it then.
Ceremonious.
Get rid of
Burn it.
Yeah.
Take it out back and shoot it.
Maybe we should. Maybe you should
take it out back and shoot it.
Put it out like Old Yeller.
Let your boys burn it. I mean,
we should get a fire pit and burn the shit out of that thing, dude. Maybe it's the move.
It's the move.
That's fine.
It's the move.
He likes the kilt. He wants to keep it.
No,
he's never going to wear it. I try to get him to wear it all the time.
We can give it a Viking funeral for sure.
Okay, cool.
Push it off into the lake.
Yeah.
Fire a flaming arrow at it.
Do you think that
awesome.
That playoff game that you talked about, do you think that's like the last demon that this team needs to like exercise to like
I do.
That's
move forward? That like
yeah.
If we can just get past this, then it's like then you can have that kind of confidence about the team regardless of whatever situation they go in. It's like, okay, we can be happy and we can be like, yeah, we're gonna win, as opposed to like, well, we're the Chargers.
This
we need
thing
to like
creeping up.
Yeah. I don't want to toot any horns, but
yeah, I think it is. I think it's that last hurdle you got to get past to finally like, okay, we are I don't even know. We are definitely in a new era. It's so different.
Yeah.
But I think that this is just that cherry on top, like to get this behind us and yeah, man, year one in the playoffs, a 5 seed, going to the Texans, playing in the dome. It's just lining up so it's meant to be.
It's too good to be true. Oh, my heart.
It is. I'm scared.
I'm scared. And then lastly, Khalil Mack on the playoffs starting this Saturday said, now the real football begins. Starts.
How many times has Khalil Mack been in the playoffs? Because he was on the Raiders. They suck. He was on the Bears. They're not very good. I think they had one good year when he was with them.
Yeah.
And they lost on the double doink.
Because he was with us for one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
the Bears for one.
Chicago.
Yeah.
16, 18, 20, and 22. 16, it was with the Oakland Raiders. 18 was with the
Bears.
The Bears.
20 was with the Bears. 22 is with us. This is his 5th time.
Okay, so this is
in how many years?
Time. 5th time? 4th time.
This will be his 5th time.
4th. Oh.
His 4th time was with us in 2022.
So 2 with Chicago, 1 with the Raiders,
Yeah.
And this will be a second one.
Now
with
2
us.
with us. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's freaking go. Khalil Mack, fifth time in the playoffs. This 5th time's a charm. That's what they always say, right, guys?
That's what we're saying now.
I see bumper stickers every day. 5th time's a charm. It's like, it's a very common expression.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And this is a very uncommon sponsor for us, Underdog Fantasy. It's the best place to cash in on all your takes this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones are ice cold? Make your entries in just a few taps and turn your sports opinions into real money. Like Red Zone Rush, a game you won't find anywhere else. Just pick whether or not a player will score a touchdown by swiping right for yes or left for no. It's as simple as that. Plus, your entry will be automatically boosted, and you'll get a 51% profit boost when you play. You can win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on player stats like passing yards, interceptions, touchdowns, and much more. Underdog is the best place to play champions, so sign up and deposit now using promo code CCHAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Now, Kevin and I, we had a little bit of fun.
Yeah, we went swinging at the Minnesota.
It was 2 for 3,
game.
baby. It was 2 for 3, and all we needed was like
not good enough.
chunky yards from Jefferson.
Jefferson over 86, and he got like 53.
Yeah,
just because the Vikings could like. Those are high-powered offenses. We all thought that was going to happen. So that was close. That would have been a big one, but I'm not stopping. I have a bug. We're coming back for more.
Kevin will never stop. And neither can you, folks. If you get Underdog Fantasy, you just got to download the app today and use code CCHAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Must be 18 or over 19 in Alabama and Nebraska, over 19 in Colorado for some games, over 21 in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783 or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. And after you're done making those sweet picks, you can head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat. Check out all the fun, silly videos we got over there. I mean, there's so many tiers that you can join. It doesn't always have to be special tens.
Laughter. We're laughing so hard we're crying.
If you do join at the 10, you get one of these little babies right here with their mugs. Oh, yeah, we going to the playoffs? Yeah, we're going to the playoffs, guys. Woo! That's so cool. Yeah. At patreon.com/ChargerChat. But if you don't want to go over there, it's all right. You can go on over to our regular website, chargerchat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there. T-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. You can chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers in the member section and ask questions and Ask Boltfam. So go check out chargerchat.com. All right, folks. It's time to go on to the next segment, Ask Boltfam. Playoff edition.
Playoffs?
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys.
Go jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do. I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
That's right, folks. Time for Ask Boltfam, and we start at the top with Seymour Ninjas.
Oh, welcome back.
Who asked the question?
Cousin of Seymour Butts.
Who? A question. Who's got it better than us?
No one.
Nobody. Nobody. Literally
Really-
nobody in the defense side.
Seriously, nobody though. Like I look at these poor teams that are firing coaches. Like day one, Jared Mayo gets fired after one season. The poor,
That was
like,
shocking.
Yeah, that happened quick.
yeah, it's just like you have this. We were there. That was us. That was 1 year ago. That was us.
Yeah.
And now we have Jim freaking Harbaugh as our head coach, and we're in the playoffs. And we got rid of some of our best players. Didn't make any giant flashy signings this offseason, and we're in the freaking playoffs.
Yeah.
And
Look at
nobody
us.
has it better than us.
Look at us. Who's got it better than us?
at us.
Nobody. Seymour Ninjas, thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Gavin Gibson, who asked the question. Who went to weekend? First, Bosco and Ignatius get home, and then the Chargers get the 5th seed spot in the playoffs. What were you most excited for? The Chark touchdown or Henley's first ever interception? Can't wait to beat the Texans, as they're my brother-in-law's team, and you can't knock back those types of bragging rights. As always, Bolt up, K, love you, bye.
Let's go, Gavin. Congrats on getting the boys home.
Yeah, dude. That's the
so
most
cool.
important thing. Get those boys home.
Yeah, seeing the whole family. That's a big clan you got there, Mr. Gibson.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, dude.
But the question at hand, what were we most excited for? The Chark touchdown or Henley's first ever interception?
I'll say Chark touchdown just because we didn't plan it, but I think we did because we stood up and started singing the same song, and it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, if you watched our live stream, the Chark touchdown had a whole dance number.
There was a lot going on.
So if you were watching that, then
choreograph,
you would say,
pretty much. It looked like we knew what we were doing, but it was just off the cuff.
Yeah, it was improv, but we had that going. Not to say that we weren't excited for Henley. I mean, we got pretty wild for that too. But Chark touchdown, we were tapping our toes.
I've been projecting him getting a touchdown since week 1, so it finally happened.
Yeah, got it in just under the wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was pretty pumped about the Dayon interception. Interception is not easy to come by for linebackers, and that guy's been grinding all year, proving that he's one of the best linebackers in the league. And to finally get that like special play like that, I was pumped for him. And he's just so much fun, dude. Like,
yeah,
DJ Chark is a good football player, but I don't feel like I have that much of a connection with him. You don't see him in interviews. No. He's not like talking a lot. He's not all over their social media. So it was really, really cool to see Dayon have that moment.
Big time.
And it was at a perfect time too.
It was the biggest,
right before the half.
Important.
Yeah. I mean, and now knowing that it was a trust issue for him to not be out there on the field, that had to be way much more impactful for him to
family,
to get that
trust, and respect.
The 3. There you go, Mr. Gibson. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to OM Run, who asked the question. You did it, Kevin. The one jersey did it for Q. And maybe Herbert never giving up on him, but it was mostly you. Seriously, though, another reason to celebrate Herbert, don't you think? Money interviewed Q, and he said Herbert never reprimanded, just told him to get ready for the next play.
Some positive reinforcement. That's what we do. That's what we need. That's what we strive for. When you're new and you need a little extra, you get the positive reinforcement, and that's what he does.
Yeah.
And I agree.
I like how it's
my jersey. Yeah.
I like how it's become a thing that Kevin is a diehard QJ supporter. I made him buy that jersey because he was being a hater.
Yeah, you shamed me into it, but now I've fully really taken the reins on this.
But now it feels so much better.
But now it feels like me. Yeah.
Yeah. It's I'm proud of it now.
You've made it your own.
I wear his jersey every single week, and it makes me happy.
He does. I can confirm that.
It makes me happy.
Yeah, and I love that for Herbert. I mean, like we've certainly seen Herbert get frustrated. We saw that in the game where he's like, "What are you waiting for?" Like when they weren't hiking the ball. And we've heard him yell, I think, a couple other games. I'm trying to remember. But it was, I mean, he certainly, he can get vocal if he needs to be, but when it comes to QJ not catching balls, it's like, hey, just get ready for the next play. And I think it's the best thing you could tell a receiver that's struggling. It's like, just get out of your head. Let's just move it on to the next play. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of being a good coach and a good teammate is knowing what your guys need. QJ, I don't think responds to criticism. Like he doesn't respond to that like tough love. I'm going to yell at you and that's going to get you pissed off and fired up. Yeah. That's not how he responds. So it's a good thing that our leader sees that and he treats him accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. OM Run. It was definitely Kevin, but probably Herbert too. It's a little bit of both. But thank you.
Humble. He did most of the work.
Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Andrew Ramsey, who asked the question.
Charge it, chat. I got 3 questions, one for each of you. Number 1, do you think QJ listened to the podcast, which is the reason for his 185 yards? 2, in the words of Justin Herbert, what are you waiting for? 3, if we win the Super Bowl this year, what is the craziest thing you will do, legal or illegally? Playoffs, K, love you, bye.
He must, because your prediction, he nailed like almost to the yard.
Yeah.
So that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably tuned in and said, all right.
He did it for us.
I can do this. I can do this.
Can't let Andrew down.
I can do this.
This is for Ramsey. Oh,
I can do this.
What are you waiting for? I don't know. An invitation?
Nobody.
I'm waiting for nobody.
I don't know. That's just what I answer questions with now.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
And then if we win the Super Bowl this year, what's the craziest thing you will do legal or illegally? I don't think we'll say anything illegally because that'll be Exhibit A when it comes time to court.
No evidence here.
Yeah, we leave no evidence, no paper trail, but legal, it's the craziest thing you might do.
I think there's no other time, Kyle.
If you say tattoo, I'm going to kill you.
Tattoo.
Don't say it. You will not.
If we win the Super Bowl, I will. And watch me.
No, you
I will
won't.
definitely get a tattoo.
You won't.
No, I'm doing it.
I will definitely get a tattoo.
We're going to get it done.
And you're going to get it designed, and it's going to take 6 months, and then you're going to go to the right artist, and it's never going to happen.
AI is awesome now. I'll just type in what I want, Justin Herbert on a stat.
Don't get an AI tattoo.
No, it's going to be great. It's going to cost me like $10,000, but it's going to look badass.
No, you're never going to do it. Just come up with something else.
Shut up.
Sorry for the lie, Andrew. This is not a real answer.
Kyle and I will get tattoos, though.
Well, you guys shut up. I'm going to do it. F you.
I already have a Charger tattoo.
Yeah, I'm going to get one.
No, you're
As
not.
soon as we win a Super Bowl. All right. Well, there you go, Mr.
I think you
Ramsey.
should do it. No, I think you should get the Super Bowl tattoo now. You know those psycho fans that get like Super Bowl 55. That's when you'll prove to me that you will get it.
I'm not. You can't know. I'm not doing that. That's impossible.
What if you just got the
Told you.
bolt prior to the Super Bowl, and then when they hit the Super Bowl, then you could put the Super Bowl right below the bolt?
Because I want to wait until they win the.
No, see, he's never gonna do it. He's never gonna get that tattoo.
Just wait.
All right, there you go.
This canvas is falling apart
stupid.
anyways. It doesn't really matter. So we're gonna figure it out.
Mr. Ramsey, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move on now to Sko Harbaugh, who asked the question.
What do you think about the Ezekiel Elliott signing? Do you think this means Gus isn't progressing as fast as we thought he might?
I think that's one of them for sure.
Yeah.
With the fact we haven't seen him yet, he didn't practice at all last week, and we're down to a game at a time. If you win, you move on. If you don't, you don't. So it's not like some big long-term plan he just get him on the roster, and we'll see how we can use him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a contingency plan. I think more than anything else, it's just like, all right, like we've got Dobbins, Gus Edwards is hurt. You've also got Haskins and Vidal. I mean, it's a solid running back group. Adding another running back to the practice squad, especially one of the caliber of Ezekiel Elliott. Granted, it's not like this isn't prime Ezekiel Elliott, but it's a guy that can be productive. And like Kyle said, he's a veteran. He understands it. He knows what he needs to do. I think that's a great signing.
Yeah,
agreed.
I don't think it's necessarily like Gus isn't going to play 100%. He's done. I just think this just shows that guys can get hurt any week. You got to have depth.
Absolutely.
And if you want to win 4 more games, you want to make sure you have guys in place. So
I think
it sounds like Zeke wanted to come. Like he wanted to come and be a part of it. So I'm not going to tell him, no, come join the practice squad. Sure. It's a win-win.
Cowboys let him go so he could be on a playoff team. And guess what? That's where he is.
That's us.
Who's got it better than Zeke?
No.
Nobody.
Yeah. So there you go. Sko Harbaugh, thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Laura, who asked the question. Who are they bringing back from IR for the playoffs? Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
There's a few guys that
Zont. Apparently Zont just died. He just fell off the face of the earth.
I think he's just gone.
Zont's been weekend at Bernie. Weekend at Bernie's. He's just hanging up. They're just like, hey, Zont. They just wave his hand.
He's got glasses on and a hat. Yeah.
You know how they do the tour of this facility? I need somebody to just verify that he has a locker with
alive.
his name on it. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
I just want to verify that he actually has a place for his stuff, because I don't think he's a part of the team anymore. I don't know why. I just don't feel it.
I mean, we haven't seen hide nor hair of him, so probably not Zont. Although, if we did, it'd be pretty fresh. I'm just saying.
That'd be cool.
Maybe Semi.
I would love to get Semi back. I think the chemistry that he has with Herbert and the energy that he has with the team, I mean, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
It's just,
Trying to think of the
it's
other guys.
obviously these guys are on IR because they're hurt. So we don't know the status of their recovery. So they're not just going to bring him back just to bring him back because they're still taking a roster spot. So I don't know if necessarily we will bring anyone back from IR. I mean, Simi would be awesome, but I don't know. It's not like you have to do it or else. It's just, if they're healthy, then they'll bring him back. You get extra spots.
Let's see. I'm looking at the IR right now. Elijah Molden probably won't be the one. Marcus May
done for the season.
potentially. Eli Apple potentially. Hey, Brendan Rice potentially.
That'd be weird for That'd be weird.
That'd be
like,
weird.
Hey, you're activated. Get in there, champ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jalen Rager's on there too. So I mean, he's certainly had a lot more.
But
production
it feels
with
like we
Herbert
got
this year.
like the big guys back. Getting Alohi back.
Big
was
guys are
kinda that
definitely
last
back. Yeah.
Yeah, that last IR piece that we really wanted back before this playoff run, he's back and he's talking crap to the Raiders and he's fired up, ready to rock and roll. So, yeah, if we bring someone back from IR, it's great. But I think anybody you're bringing back now is just a depth piece anyway. So, yeah, we got our roster ready to go.
All those names, the person I'd be most excited for is Simi.
Yeah.
That would be the guy I'd be most.
Yeah.
excited
Simi
for.
would be exciting, I think, if we got him back.
He could produce like pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go, Laura. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Daryl21, who asked the question.
Hey guys, I do believe Houston has a problem. Hoo-ha! Watching your instant reaction now as I write this, and I can't wait for Tuesday's episode. This should be another doozy. Hoo-ha! My question this week revolves around team preparation. Now that it's playoff time, how do you see Harbaugh prepping us for Houston? This dude knows playoff football, and an interesting fact for you, mentioned by DJ and Money on the radio broadcast. Minter and Harbaugh crashed in CJ Stroud a few years ago in college, so this may be old hat, but my feeling is we win this game in a tough battle, and then on to Kansas City, and we all know Andy Reid wants no part of the Chargers in a playoff game. Hoo-ha. So, on a final side note, January 5th last year, I lost my best A-buddy, Angus, and on January 5th this year, we clinched the 5th seed in the playoffs. Thankfully, I don't drink fifths of anything anymore, so as promised, a young lady wanted to say hi again as she gets ready for the playoffs. Missy, hope this comes out. See you Tuesday, FTR. Love you, bye. Hoo-ha.
Daryl, thank you, buddy. And again, sad about Angus. I remember you messaging us about that. But he did send us a picture of Missy, and we absolutely have to share that. Here comes Missy.
Oh, there she is.
She's
She's got the bulbs. Oh, she's bolting up.
Dude, my cat would absolutely kill me if I tried to put that on him.
I'm going to send you
lose
one
it.
because I have to see that. I have to see
I
it.
think my
Dude,
cats
I'll
would
be hurt.
disown me if I did that.
But look how cute this cat looks.
Missy is absolutely adorable. I love her in the jersey. That's so awesome, Daryl. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Her little paw. Just poking out.
But that is not the question is not about Missy. Hoo-ha. It is about how do we see Harbaugh prepping us for Houston? What is he going to do?
I don't know, dude. I think every time like playoff comes around when I was coaching football, it's like, well, high school kids are different because they're kids. And by the end of the season, they're kind of dragging, they're tired, they're banged up. It's like, I don't know, like this is a long playoffs. Do I have the energy to get through this? So you have to bring some little extra edge. Like you got to change practices a little bit and bring a different energy or maybe a new present or a gift, which by the way, did we see what gift they got for clinching the playoffs?
Oh, they
got
haven't
no
announced
presents?
that yet. He's got to have something.
I'm sure somebody got something for that.
So let's see. We've seen lunch pails. We've seen
The jacket,
blue colored shirts.
Jackets.
We've seen
Shirts.
jackets. We've seen hoodies. What else could there be?
There's the sweatshirts with the games they won with the name on it. I'm sure there's some sick gift coming.
Let's make a
It's
prediction. What do you
thoughtful.
think it'll be? Let's make a prediction. What's a
We said
working
hammer
man's-
last week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also,
Sledgehammer.
toolbox. Toolbox.
Toolbox, hard hat.
Oh,
Hard hat.
I like the hard hat.
I think hard hat.
I would love to
Right.
see every single one of them wearing a hard hat, getting onto that private jet or whatever they fly on. That'd be freaking hilarious.
That would
Yeah.
be really freaking cool. Oh, that would be fun.
So get the team hard hats. Final answer.
Get the team hard hats. Final answer there, Daryl. That's what he's doing to get these guys ready. And that would get me ready. If Harbaugh handed me a hard hat, I'd be like, let's go. Let's
Who
get
am I
to
killing?
work.
Yeah.
All right, Daryl, buddy. Thank you for asking the question. And that was an interesting tidbit about Minter and Harbaugh facing CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
I guess back in college and
Michigan days.
Welcome back. It's going to happen again. Daryl, thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Devin Radigan. And shout out to Scotty B63, but I'm going with Devin Radigan, who asked the question.
Oh, we're bringing it back. You're getting ready for the offseason.
Holy fucking shit. We did it. We fucking did it. We got the fucking 5th seed. Ah! We're coming for the ass, Houston. Okay, Wooly, don't get cranky. Here's my question. Wait. Yes, okay, it. I'm excited. How far do you guys think we can go? I'm thinking AFC Championship after beating the Texans and the Chiefs. What say you handsome devils? BTFU, f*** the Chiefs, f*** the Raiders, f*** the dirty stink-ass donkeys, and suck my butt, Adam Rank.
Agreed. But how far do you think we can ride this train?
I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want to win this game. I want to win this game. Don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think if you somehow it shakes out where we're playing in Arrowhead next weekend, if that happens, I'm not, I don't want to get ahead of myself. If you find a way to get past them,
you don't have to say that anymore.
I really want to put that out there.
I really just want to make sure everyone knows I'm not getting ahead of myself. But we're winning the Super Bowl, and I'm not going to get a tattoo.
When was the last time he missed a kick? It's been a long time, and then they kick the field. But I think if somehow you get by the Chiefs, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I'm not turning anything away. So you win this, and if you go to Arrowhead the next week and you beat them, anything can happen.
Do you think that there's any chance that the Steelers can beat the Ravens or the Broncos can beat the Bills?
Yeah. Steelers Ravens is crazy, dude, because that's a divisional opponent.
Yeah.
So it's always, you can throw the record out the window. It's like anytime we play the crappy Raiders, most of the time it's going to be a close game, or even when the Raiders play the Chiefs and they have them and they get a field goal blocked at the last second. Divisional games are just crazy. So I could definitely see that happening. And then we end up playing the Bills in the second round. But I would rather play the Chiefs, I think, than going to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills. That's just, I don't know. I just think we have in the same way that the Steelers and Ravens divisional game, anything could happen. Same thing applies Chargers Chiefs. Like, we played them twice already this year. Both times I feel like we could have won very easily. A couple things go our way. I don't know. I have a good feeling if we can find a way to get to Arrowhead, I think something good could happen. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's the crazy thing about the playoffs, dude, is the projections. That's for week 1. That's for what does the season look like. Now, who knows, dude? Anything could happen. You could say the Super Bowl and it doesn't sound crazy, or you could say, hey, an upset happens week. There's no way to know in the playoffs. Every team is good. There's no easy weeks. Even though the Houston hasn't been playing great, they're down some big pieces. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a dirty fight the whole way through the playoffs. So, Super Bowl. That's my prediction, I guess, after that whole long rant.
As Khalil Mack would say, now the real football begins. So everyone's back to zeros. Doesn't matter. We're going in. You're playing football.
Yeah. There you go. We're riding it the whole way there, Devin and Scotty. Thank you guys for asking the question. Let's move on now to JV, who asked the question.
We did it, guys. We made it back to the dance. And against an opponent that we should be able to beat. Who's got it better than us? Nobody! With that said, what do you think our keys to success are in the playoff game? Bolta, baby!
We're in, baby.
Keys to success. That's usually your wheelhouse there, Kyle. What do you think the keys to success would be?
Yeah, dude, anytime you're in a game against a good team, it's don't turn the ball over. Don't commit penalties. And then, as everyone says in playoff football, defense and running game, you have to have those, control the clock against a good team, keep their offense off the field. This is not rocket science. Everyone makes football out to be a bigger thing than it is. You know what you have to do. Don't turn the ball over. Don't commit penalties, and you got to run the football. Even if you have Justin Herbert that can throw 380 yards,
even if it's Justin Herbert that has to run the ball, he can run it.
Yeah. I mean, his best running games have been our best offensive outputs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes hand in hand. But there's no secrets. It's don't turn the ball over, don't commit penalties, and be able to run the football, and good things are going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy to think that that last game we didn't have one turnover, no fumbles, no interceptions.
Yeah, not a
In
one.
fact, I don't even know when the last time was we had a turnover. It's been
Let's not think about it. Don't stress.
Yeah.
It won't happen
It's
again.
best not to think about it.
Best not think about these things.
Threw a pick against the Broncos.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
His last interception of the season. Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go. Don't turn it over. Keep up the good work, guys. JV, thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Athair
Kader,
who asked the question.
Chat, my baby! My lovely boys, I have 2 questions and bold prediction for the playoffs, baby. Coach Kyle first. What is the key on offense and defense to beat Houston, baby? Second question, Kevin Woldog, my baby, my heart, my life. Pick one player on offense and defense to have an impact. I'm going first, J.K. Dobbins. Second, defense. Bosa, now or never, this is your time, baby. My bold prediction is Bolts win 27-13 on our way to Buffalo because the Steelers will upset the Ravens. Lower seed remains. Who will play top seed KC unless the Broncos and Steelers win? We host the playoff game at home. Let's go, baby.
dude. What if like we play Buffalo, find a way to win? Kansas City plays Pittsburgh, finds ways to win. So we play Kansas City in the AFC Championship game.
I'd rather catch them off guard, like catch them on their like rusty 3 weeks of not playing football.
Off their buys. Yeah.
After they're not playing this week and next week and the week after that, like come out cold as shit.
Didn't like that idea at all.
No. It makes it way more intense. I don't want that.
The drama, the excitement.
You could say they're rusty, but they're also super healthy coming out of this 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
What if they go into a dogfight with the Steelers and come out all banged up and you have 3 key players missing and AFC Championship and Herbert is just dealing and you go into Arrowhead and you go to the Super Bowl after beating the Chiefs? That sounds like a cool story. All right.
I was there, Kyle.
He was there.
Thanks, dude.
I pictured it. I imagined it. I
All
smelled
right. So,
it.
Kevin, if that story happens, you're not allowed to be excited then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't want it.
Stressed.
That's not what you want.
Stressed out of my mind if that happens.
From kickoff to end of game, he's going to be stressed. Just sweating bullets.
Bitch.
Yeah. Just veins popping out of his head. All right. But to your question there, Athir, Kyle kind of went over the keys on the previous question. I mean, and you covered both sides. I mean, like you said, run the ball, good defense, don't turn it over. Anything to add to that? I mean, that's basically it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's just football. Everyone acts like they have some extreme key, but looking specifically at the Texans, I think with Tank Dell down, one of his big time targets, speed him up. Like if you can get pressure with 4, it's time for like Athir said, it's time for Khalil and Joey to really play some big man football and go get pressure without having to blitz.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be. Yeah, it's just the same thing I've said for the last 17 weeks. Got to get pressure on the quarterback. Yeah.
All right. So one player on offense and defense, Kev, to have an impact.
You go offense, I'll go defense.
All right. Offense. I don't want to say Justin Herbert. I'm going to say Joe Alt.
What are you going to say?
He's just going to keep
Alt.
doing exactly what he does and keep our baby boys safe.
Yeah. Just keep.
I dare you to say
awesome.
Trey Pipkins.
Trey Pipkins.
Hey, dude.
He could
If
have
Trey
the most
Pipkins has a
impact
big
on this
game,
game. Yeah.
If Trey Pipkins has a big game, who else? Everyone else has an average game. That's a great offensive line. No,
possibly have it better than us.
I don't want to talk
nobody.
about it.
Nobody. There you go. All right, Kevin, defense.
So I was looking at like the snap list of like how many plays people were playing, and I was interesting because both Khalil and Joey were at like 20 to 24, like high 30s. Tuli Pelotu, who has the most pressures on the team right now, has the most sacks. He has the most pressures just behind Khalil Mack, but he has the most sacks. Like I think Tuli is going to be really important during these playoffs.
Wow.
And I don't know if that's just because they're holding those two guys back to get them to the playoffs.
Yeah,
to get them enough rest and get them rolling. And maybe they start seeing more of those 25, 30 snaps a game. But right now, Tuli's the consistent one that's been doing it. So I think Tuli, if he has a good game Saturday, we'll be in good shape.
All right. Very good. There you go, Athir. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Brandon, who asked the question. In the city of angels, a storm is coming. After years of near misses, this is their moment. Led by a quarterback with an arm like a cannon and the hair of a Greek god. A defense hungry for redemption. In 2024, the Los Angeles Chargers are ready to charge. This is our year. Let's make history. In a season full of surprises, rivalries heat up, and the heart of a champion will be tested. Will they rise above the chaos? With a stud rookie wide receiver and a group of unlikely heroes, this January, the storm hits. The 2024 Los Angeles Chargers come together to battle against the odds, to show the world our time is now. Get ready. Get charged. Coming soon. Question. Pick one player that will have the biggest impact during the playoffs. Cannot be one of the obvious players like Herbert, Bosa, Mack, or Ladd. FTR, FTB, FTC, SMB. K. Love you, bye. Brandon, thank you, buddy, for
Thanks,
that
dude.
awesome little script.
Great script. I feel like that needs a little music on it.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Right. So, a player that will have the biggest impact during the playoffs cannot be one of the obvious players. Good thing we got that out of the way. So let's pick some unobvious, impactful players.
I think I kind of blew my load with the Tuli pick.
Tuli. Yeah, that was early.
All right, I'll come up with something else. Give me a second.
I'm going to say the guy that has been playing every facet of football, Scott Matlock. I think he could
That's
be
a good
answer.
a huge impact with this game, especially after Kevin sent a clip of Matlock just pushing Mo Rig down, just absolutely knocking him on his ass and just dominating over that guy. I mean, especially on the run game. If run game is one of our keys to success, you want that guy blocking for you for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on the defensive side of the ball as well. I think Cam Hart and Tardy. It's kind of a cheat answer because it's two, but it's just those fifth round rookies at corner. They've been playing so solid. I think if you can get if they can feel that playoff football and turn it up even another notch, those guys having a big postseason is going to be huge for our team. So I'm going to go the fifth round rookies, corners, Cam Hart and Tardy Still.
Like that.
I'm gonna go with our center. I'm gonna go with Bozeman. If we can keep from getting all that rush we're getting up the middle of those games we lost are the games where they could not stop the rush up the middle. You give our sweet baby boy Justin Herbert enough time, he's a crock pot. Give him time.
Give him time to cook.
He's gonna be cooked perfectly.
He's not gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Hashtag crock pot.
So I think Bozeman, man, if he can hold it up there, and if it's Sawyer and Zion or the other guy, it's gonna be awesome.
The other guy.
There you go.
Can't even say his name. You must not be named.
I told Adam I wouldn't say his name anymore.
All right. Well, there you go, Brandon. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Chilipino. Who asked the question?
This was a great first season listening to Charger Chat Pod. Thank you, boys, for the laughs all year long. Who do you think is most likely to score a TD first in the playoffs? Matlock, Fisk, or Des Fitzpatrick?
I think out of all these guys, maybe Fisk, because he was on like a 7-game streak of getting a catch, and it seems like one of those guys that could easily leak out and get, we're inside the red zone and something could happen there. So if I have to pick between those three, I'll pick Fisk.
I'll tell you the one I want to happen is Scott Matlock, because that celebration would be so good. Even if it's just a little handoff at the 1 yard line, he just his way into the end zone. But the guy can catch. You remember that play against Denver? He put his foot in the ground and broke a dude's ankles. Like, he's just a little check down at the 6-7 yard line. Tell me you want to get in front of that Mack truck in front of a goal line. No.
I wonder
nobody.
I wonder, honestly, that last stop they got 3 in a row where we just kept handing off to our running backs, if they didn't use Matlock, because they're going to bring him out when it matters the most.
Yeah,
in the
secret
playoffs.
weapon.
Yeah. Okay, I'm rethinking my fifth.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Is I think it could be Matlock. I think we know he can catch. We know he plays every aspect of ball. And I think he's just going to be that secret weapon that's like, we got to play. It's designed for Matlock. We're going to use it when we absolutely need to use it, and I think it's going to be perfect. I think he's going to get the touchdown.
Come on, please. That'd be so sick to see him celebrate.
And in the playoffs, no less.
And Jalapeno, thank you for listening, man. First season, we enjoyed your ears.
Absolutely, Jalapeno.
Yeah, dude, thanks.
We love these questions. Thank you so much, buddy. Let's move it on now to House of Hain, who asked the question. Happy to be in the playoffs and happy the vomit tour has, left your households. Wolldog, we got our kids a kitten for Christmas, and our dog who eats squirrels and groundhogs, groundhogs, is scared of the cat, LOL. What would a rematch/revenge tour be like through the playoffs when winning every game? K love you, bye.
I think this is a question for just you, old dog.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm glad the Vomit Tour has left Kevin and Kyle. You guys survived Vomit Tour 2024.
We never threw up.
Him and I never threw up. Yeah.
Hey,
my wife got sick for a day, but yeah.
Glad you guys got the kitten, and glad your dog is scared of it. But a rematch/revenge tour be like through the playoffs, winning every game. What would it be like? Be amazing.
Best month of my life.
I don't even know how to put into words what that would feel like.
That would be the best thing in the world, because that would just solidify again. It's like, it would just solidify all our feelings. We would feel confidence going forward into everything that we ever did with the rest of like Charger football, like everything would.
Jim Harbaugh, greatest coach of all time.
Oh, yep, absolutely.
100%.
That would solidify his spot. And it would just be the best thing in the world. House of Pain.
Oh my God.
Let's do it together. Let's go watch them do it together.
Come on. Let's do it. House of Pain, buddy. Thank you for asking the question. And we go out of Ask Boltfam with Tony Francis.
Hooah.
Who asked the question? Listen up, soldiers. During the 2024 season, we accomplished the following things. Swept the Broncos, swept the Raiders, obtained the top AFC wildcard seed, and finally had home field advantage at SoFi. Let's fucking go, cadets! And this is supposed to be a rebuild year? F you, Adam Rank. My first question is directed at you, coach. Exactly how much butt-sucking did the Raiders do on Sunday? On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is a subtle kiss on the cheek and 10 is a full frontal ass party. Jesus. My next question is directed at you, Kev. What did you end up doing last week? Whatever it was, it worked. We will need you to wear the exact same clothes and visit all the same places as last week. Remember, soldier, superstitions are only weird if they don't work. And my last question is directed at you, Wolldog. You buy those pants yet? It's time to finally pull it down in Houston and scream, suck my fucking butt at everyone not wearing Chargers colors. Let's fucking go, boys. The Raiders, burn the kingdom, kick the donkeys, and suck my butt. All right.
That was awesome.
Tony always bringing the energy.
Full nose
Full
deep
frontal ass party. Yeah. And the Raiders loved it.
Oh, yeah. They couldn't get enough of it.
No.
I saw a Raiders holding a sign that said, I'd rather be 4-13 than a Chargers fan.
Yeah,
like,
you're an
you
idiot.
Stupid idiot.
That sums it all up.
Son of a bitch.
That sums everything up. They had nothing to put on the sign, so they just threw up and wiped
I'd
it around.
rather be a
and that's what it showed
loser. You loser.
I know everything I need to know about that guy, and I will not be speaking to him because he's
full frontal ass sucking bitch. All right. Kevin, what did you do?
I hung out at your house. I know the exact clothes I wore. I don't think I'm going to be rocking the same boxers in their current state after a couple farts. I did.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not bad. It's just like
Just skid marks. Just wash them.
Little Jackson Pollock action.
Yeah, I know. I'll pull those aside and I'll hand wash them. I'll get them all.
Yeah. Hand wash them. Yeah.
But not too hard. You don't want to wash all the luck out of it.
The victory stink. No, I got to keep the victory stink on them.
You got to hang dry it outside and turn it into a popsicle.
No, they'll turn it. They'll you
freeze.
could probably break them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm ready. I got all my clothes. We got a California Pizza Kitchen barbecue chicken pizza.
Oh, that's right. We did.
Got that. Then we got 3 meat. We ate that before the game.
Yes.
Then we did the 3 meat at halftime.
Yes.
So we know what to do.
Yeah.
What did you do?
We know what we need to do.
Yeah. What did you do, Tony?
You do it. You let us know.
Well, I did laundry during the game. Do I have to do that again? Because that was
I
not
guess so.
Might as well.
Hey, you're welcome, Hillary.
Your fate is sealed.
Doing a lot of laundry this month.
And I mean, I've still got those pajama pants, baby. They're just ready to fall, and I think I'm going to be wearing them for this playoff.
Kevin,
game,
you have to pants them. You got to get it on video too.
If that's what it takes, I'll do it.
Dude, if we win, head on over to Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat to see the pantsing in action. All right, Tony, buddy, thank you for asking the question. And thank you, everybody, for asking questions and Ask Boltfam. As always, we greatly appreciate it. It's playoffs, dude. Playoffs, 5th seed. We get to play the team we want to play. Who could possibly have it better than us?
Nobody. And in 4.5 days, we're up again.
We're up again.
Yep.
It ain't over till it's over, baby.
We're first. We get to set the tone for the playoff
That's right.
weekend.
Yep.
Upset.
The most exciting
It's going down.
Nickelodeon, SpongeBob, Patrick, Dora the Explorer
Bikini
game
Bottom.
ever.
Shit you've ever seen.
It's coming, folks. Saturday, be ready. I can't wait. But that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Any final thoughts there, gentlemen?
Enjoy all the special stuff where we get featured on all the shows and they're talking about our game and our matchup. Like, and enjoy it, because we haven't been here that much on this podcast. We've been doing it for 5 years. It's only happened to us once before. Yeah. So I'm just taking the day and taking the weekend, and my wife is already mad at me for watching nonstop ESPN and NFL Network, and that's her problem now.
Can we watch something else, please?
That's her problem, not mine.
Not this week.
You got plenty of TVs in the house.
Yeah. I'll
you know what I was thinking about,
my
though?
phone in the bathroom by myself is what it's going to end up being. But
yeah. You know what I was thinking about? You know how games can be kind of stressful? It might be nice to flip over to that Nickelodeon game every once in a while.
Yeah.
Watch the game with some slime, kind of decompress a little bit while you watch. It's not as anxious.
Jump over for the kicks, the opposing team's kicks.
Oh,
So I'm sure
there you
they
go.
do like a slime or something. I think that might be it. We'll come up with something. But
We'll figure it
if we
out.
do it and then we don't have it the next game because we're not Nickelodeon.
See, there's the superstitions again.
This is the rabbit hole.
All right. That's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt up, because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
In the City of Angels, a storm is coming. After years of near misses, this is their moment. Led by a quarterback with an arm like a cannon and the hair of a Greek god. A defense hungry for redemption. In 2024, the Los Angeles Chargers are ready to charge. This is our year. Let's make history. In a season full of surprises, rivalries heat up, and the heart of a champion will be tested. Will they rise above the chaos? With a stud rookie wide receiver and a group of unlikely heroes? This January, the storm hits. The 2024 Los Angeles Chargers come together to battle against the odds, to show the world our time is now. Get ready. Get charged. Coming soon.